Well, happy Monday. Let's go ahead and do what we normally do. Let's get into the chat or the comment. And let's go to what we're going to do. So we're going to warm up everybody with 2 minutes of cardio. Give me a thumbs up if that's what you see. That anxiety, my heart starts pumping a little bit, you know. All right, you guys, start thinking what you guys want to do. From there, we're going to move right into 3 minutes. AMRAP 3 minutes. So we'll go into 10 jumping jacks, 10 air squats, and 10 jumping jacks, 10 alternated lunges, 10 air squats, and then 10 sit-ups. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to start my clock on my side. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, begin. All right. So, happy Monday. Brand new week. And I wanted to ask you guys, what is your goal this week? What do you want to focus on? It could be something that you want to get better at. Just what do you want to be thinking about all week long that's going to be your focus? And that you want to walk away next week feeling a little bit more confident and stronger in this area. All right. So we are still under a minute, so still keep pushing. Okay. We have hit minute 1, so we have 1 more minute. There we go. Come on, come on. Keep going, keep going. Okay. Okay, here we go. 30 seconds. Okay, here we go. Keep pushing, guys. Keep pushing. Thinking about what is your intention today? What are you going to focus on today's workout? Are you here just moving? Are you here to push it? What's going to be your intention today? 10 seconds. All right. In 5 seconds, we're going to start with some jumping jacks. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Jumping jacks. 10 jumping jacks. That was so cool, Chris. You just came running out of the room. It was awesome. Like, where's Chris? Here she is. All right. Once you guys are done with that, alternating lunges. Lunges. 5 on the left, 5 on the right. I'm a big fan of the reverse lunge. There we go. And once we're done with that, we're going to go right into 10 air squats. Nice work. Pulling that back knee down. Come on. All right. From there, you guys are going to go right into 10 sit-ups after the air squats. And then once we're done with the sit-ups, we'll go right back to the top of the list to the jumping jacks. Okay? All right. So we'll have 2 questions, okay? 2 questions today. The first one was, what is your goal for the week? And then what is something that you're proud about yourself from last week? What's one win, something that you're proud about, big or small? And I'd really encourage you guys to really dig deep on this, right? It doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be something crazy, but just something that you sit back and think about, man, I'm kind of proud about that last week. All right, keep it going. We got about 1:20 remaining. Keep warming up, keep moving. All right, if you find yourself in an area you need to stretch, go ahead and just stretch a little bit. Thinking about those sit-ups. For me, it's that lower back. Every time I come up, I kind of pause at the top a little bit, reaching for my toes, or it's the lunge. There we go. Dare's here. Sorry. My volume must have been really loud. Or your volume, not mine.
I just turned you down a little bit.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
You surprised me. 30 seconds, everybody. We're just finishing up the warm-up right now. All right, keep it going. 20 seconds. There we go. There we go. Hang out in the bottom of that squat if we need it. Morning, Dan.
I have some stretching.
All right, 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay. So, go grab some water, everybody. As you guys are grabbing some water, let's talk about what is happening today. So we're going to start off with a strength. We'll have a workout, we'll have some conditioning, and as always, we'll have a finisher. But today we're going to start with 5 sets, and we're going to do single arm sumo deadlift high pulls. So we're going to do stuff on the left, and we'll do stuff on the right. And then we're going to go ahead and do push presses. All right. So it's going to be a sumo deadlift on your left. We'll do 8 of those. And then you guys kick it from here. We're going to go right back into that push press position, that front rack. And then we'll do 8 push presses with your left side. Now we'll go to the right side, do 8 of those, and then we'll do 8 push presses. Okay, so we're going to do 5 sets of this. So let's start off together, everybody. All right, if you need a little cue, kind of check me out. So from here, we're going to go straight to the deck, and then we're going to stand up and then pull. Okay, so you're going to stand up, then pull, opposed to like starting to pull before you're stood up. And a little reminder is going to be once your butt starts to squeeze, pull, right? That's going to be that little trigger. Then once we're done with that, we're then going to go into a push press. We'll dip in a drive. Drive meaning we're standing up and then punching. Yeah, boom. Okay, so we'll do that 8 on your left. We'll do 8 on your right. And that's going to be our 1 set. Cool. And then what we'll do in between sets, everyone, is we'll rest as needed, but we're not going to take more than 13 minutes just to stay on track today. Sound good with everybody? All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and get it started. Let's do that first set. Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
I'm going to do those sumo high pulls with 2 hands, okay? Just because my back seems to, it's easier if it's even.
Beautiful. Yeah. Yep. So what I like is if we have the flexibility and we can go all the way down, have both heads of the dumbbell touching the floor each time that we go to the floor. So, and again, we want to lower ourselves to the floor. So with this, and I should have mentioned this a little earlier, is you want your feet a little bit wider. That's going to be the sumo position, right? So when we say sumo, deadlift, high pull, the sumo is the foot position, okay? The deadlift is going to be the setup, and then the high pull is going to be the movement, okay? All right. And so what I would encourage is we are doing 5 sets. So what I would say is, the first set, if you have the option to go lighter, just so you can slowly start to warm up. You could even use 1 dumbbell twice, if you're warming that up, and that's for bilateral or both laterals, Chris. Right, left and your right, if you want to get that little warm up. Yeah, just kind of hook it with your fingers and kind of get a little bit of a pull. Yep. And this is what I'm going to really encourage you guys to do is that when you guys are doing the sumo deadlifts, just make sure that we're not putting that back super flat like a traditional deadlift. We do want that chest to be up a little bit higher, right? And we want the stance to be wider so then that butt can drop a little bit more also. Okay. So again, we're going to be doing 8 of the sumo deadlift high pulls on your left side, 8 of the push presses on your right side, or whatever side you guys decide to start with. And then we'll go ahead and do the same with the opposite side that we didn't start with. So again, today's icebreaker right? Little icebreaker is, and it's a two-part. So the first one is what is your goal this week, right? What do you want to be your focus? And it doesn't even have to be fitness related. It's something, what do you want to accomplish this week, or get better at? And then the second part is what is a win or something that you're proud of from last week? Okay, this could be kind of like a highlight from last week. All right. So remember, Chris, keep that chest up so that booty drops a little bit more. Yep. There we go. Now, when it comes to the sumo high pull, you guys, make sure you get that pull, let the dumbbell come to your hips, then go back down for another, opposed to just kind of letting yourself fall forward. There we go. Yep. Yep. And it's just a timing thing, right? It's a timing thing. You get up to your hips, then go back down. Pull, hips, and then go back down. And that just keeps you in rhythm. And then that you're using the right muscles at the right time, right? Sometimes what we'll do when we're taking things from the floor is we tend to use our upper body, we tend to use our back when we want to use our legs. So, all right. So just as a time check, we're at minute 4. There we go. Good work today. Good to see everybody this morning also. The reason why we call ourselves the Rise and Grind crew, because it's a grind. I mean, we're a crew, so that just makes it easy, but the grind is real, right? Boom. Nice job. Good. Yeah, take the time. Don't rush it. Don't rush it at all. Think of it like this. You know, we can treat the strength portion 2 ways, right? We can treat it as an extended warm up, right? Where we can go lighter and we just want to move a little bit more, just kind of get ourselves warmed up and prepped for the big show. Like we'll call that the workout or conditioning piece. Or, you know, if we're feeling prepped and primed, then we're ready to go ahead and go and kind of give a little bit of a push when it comes to our strength, right? So then we can go a little bit heavier if we have that option. These are one of those strengths that we could easily turn into, if we, let's say we only had barbells, right? Majority of people don't have dumbbells, they have barbells, but we could use, you know, the barbell for a sumo deadlift high pull, right? We would go still do like, well, we could do anything between 8 to 16, depending on what type of strength we wanted. And then we would tag team it with the push press, right? Again, we could keep it light. We could do like 16, or we can go a little bit heavier and just do 8. All right, you guys, we're about halfway through. There we go. Good. I like it. All right, you guys, we got about 4-ish minutes remaining in this segment. If you guys are on a good pace, keep it. If you guys are a little bit behind, don't worry about it. Don't rush yourself. All right, so we have our first answer in. All right, so Eva's saying she's not sure about the week goal other than just making it here, every morning, which awesome. Love it. Consistency wins at the end. And then the highlight for last week was running a 5K with my girls on the run team. Is that girls on the run? Awesome. And then haven't ran a whole lot lately, but it felt good. Awesome. Nice work. I'm in this phase where I'm trying to get my kids to run with me, and they're like not really digging it yet. I think I even told you guys I came up with this like task sheet for my kids. So like basic stuff, stuff that like we always keep on reminding them about, but make a list where they can make points, and then those points turn into something that matters to them. So I'm pretty sure I told you this, but I said I have it in there where if they want to run a mile, which we have this nice little loop in our area, they get 10 points. So like if they do like the basic stuff, like you brush your teeth, you made your bed, you make sure your room's clean, right? That's a 5-pointer. So anyways, all these little stuff. But when I'm like, hey, you can get double the points if you run a mile. They liked it for like a week, but other than that.
So I got Kylene going. She's going to be training because she'll be a freshman.
That's awesome.
I kind of got her going because my focus is on girls and being able to maintain without injury. And I've just been trying to learn a lot about their physicality.
Yeah.
And I actually got this book called Girls Running. She like blasted through it. She was like,
really?
She was hooked. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that really helped.
Okay.
Get her sparked a little bit.
That's cool. Can you send me that link or like just the title and the author?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll send you a picture.
Cool. Okay. Deal. Thanks. Well, I'll share a little bit. My highlight from last week was Saturdays are my long runs, and I got a couple races or a couple events ahead of me, and so I really need to get on the ball. But like last 2-3 weeks, my run has been like feeling like not awesome, and I had a long run on Saturday, and it felt like good. I'm back in the game. Like it finally felt good. Energy felt good. I loved being out there. So I was kind of getting scared a little bit. It's like, Scott, why aren't you loving this right now? And then I think tag teaming part of that was I ended up hiring a running coach for myself. So that was, I'd done enough interviewing. Yeah, that felt really good. All right. We got about 30 seconds. So let's go ahead and finish up where we're at. Hang out. All right. And Tina says, highlights, stayed on track with nutrition and exercise. Proud of you, Tina. All week, and this week's goal to do the same. Love it. Dares is surviving it. Transplanting our strawberries. Right on. All right. Well, go ahead and continue. Finish up if you haven't finished yet. But I'm going to start to talk about what is coming up for our conditioning piece, for our workout. So we're going to start off with 3 minutes of cardio. So start to think about what you guys want to do right? You guys can even change it up a little bit if you guys want to do some burpees and lateral shuffles and toe taps, or really whatever you want. We're going to do it for 3 minutes. Then we're going to move into a 10-minute AMRAP. So whenever we do an AMRAP, you guys, we're going to be keeping track of rounds and reps. So we're going to be doing 10 up downs, and then we're going to do a side shuffle. So I'll show you what that means. So I'm going to have you guys shuffle out and shuffle back, and I'll show you what that looks like. We're then going to do 10 alternating dumbbell muscle cleans with an overhead. So that's just simply going to be a clean with a press. And then we're just going to go round and round with those two movements. Okay. So let's go over this real quick. So the first thing is going to be the up down. So we're going to go here. We'll go drop out, step out or jump out like normal. From here, there's two options. Okay. We can shuffle to the right 3 times. Go ahead and do your up down. And then you can shuffle to your left 3 times, right? Or we can literally go forward and back. So we'll do the up down, we'll shuffle 1, 2, 3, do the up downs, shuffle 1, 2, 3. And that's going to be what we're going to do for our up downs. Now, if we're kind of limited in space and everything, kick the shuffle out of the way and just do your up downs. Now, when it comes to the alternating muscle clean, dumbbell's going to be on the deck. From here, we're going to go ahead and set our backs, make sure we're set right, we're not reaching. From here, I'm going to stand up and just shrug. Now, the muscle clean is catching it with straight legs, where sometimes we do a power clean, and that would be catching it with bent knees, only if you need it. But that's why we're going to do this muscle clean. Just come up, shrug, and then we're going to go ahead and alternate, going side to side, okay? Now, here's a unique thing about the cleans and the snatches is dumbbell cleans, the tips need to touch the deck. Snatches, we usually touch both heads of the dumbbell on the floor. So let's do this really quick, you guys. Let's go ahead and do 2 of those up downs. We'll then go ahead and get 4 of those alternating muscle cleans. Again, side to side, making sure we touch the floor each time. Just to kind of play around what we're going to be doing today. And then at that point, we're going to get ourselves set for our cardio. There we go. There we go. Nice. Yep. Oh, yeah. I'm glad you guys are in it. I was just so focused on the stupid clean. Forgot to tell you about the press. Yeah, good job. Good work, you guys. And then when it comes with the overhead, if the dumbbell is a little heavy, that's when we'll go ahead and add the push press. But if you guys feel comfortable just strict pressing, by all means, let's just strict press, okay? So what we don't want to do is we don't want to do push presses or do push jerks if we actually don't need to do them, right? So that's where we want to go through the progression of strict press is always the first. If we need a little bit of help, right? Strict press, need a little bit of help, use those legs. If we really need a lot of help, you're gonna drop underneath that weight. So, all right, everybody, give me that thumbs up if we're ready to rock and roll. All right, we're gonna go with 3 minutes of cardio. Again, you can do one thing, you can do 2 or 3 things. It doesn't matter. I just want you moving. All right, everybody, here we go. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Okay. So we have 3 minutes of cardio. So we're just moving. What this would translate to would be possibly like 300, like a 500 or 600 meter run if we were running. There we go. Okay. So this is where we can keep it moving. We could be pushing hard during this time right now. This is where we want to get breathing hard, feel that heart rate going up. There we go. Okay, we're halfway in. We're at a minute 30 right now. Come on, keep going. Okay, one more minute. All right, 30 seconds. Getting ready. Again, we're going to move right into our 10-minute segment of our 10 up downs with the side shuffle, going right into the 10 alternating single dumbbell muscle cleans with an overhead press. All right, everybody get set. In 3, 2, 1, begin. 10 up downs with a side shuffle to the left and a side shuffle to the right, or a side shuffle up or a side shuffle back, right? So we're going to tag team with those two movements after our up downs. Now, if we are in a tight area, don't worry about the up downs or with the side shuffles. We'll just do the up downs. Okay, so 10 up downs. And then we'll go ahead and do your 10 alternating muscle cleans. And then what we keep in track of is the rounds and the reps. There we go. The rounds and the reps are our focus. So however you want to keep track of that, sometimes people use pennies, sometimes people use whiteboards where they'll draw a line through a line, and every time that you finish a round, you just drag your finger through. Because you know, we get in the middle of the workout and we're like, where are we right now? What round am I on? Did I do 10? There we go. Yeah, as we catch those cleans, right? We're standing up tall, big shrug, right? Squeeze those quads to the top and then press them dumbbells overhead. Remember, as we do a clean, we want those chests to become more upright, and then we'll turn that shrug happening because we don't want to bend over then pull too early. Then we're using muscles that we don't need to yet, right? We're using the smaller muscles last. We use the bigger muscles first to get into that big shrug. There we go. Nice. Good movement. So I know that I've spoken of it before, but writing down your goals, right? That's the reason why we typed it in below, is typing it, writing it, does something to our brain about our goals, opposed to just thinking it and being like, that would be kind of cool. But we're actually writing it or typing it. And the other part is we're actually saying it out loud to other people. So those are like little, I would say, ways to bulletproof your goals, is something that you really want to accomplish. Writing it, preferably writing it, like in a journal or whatnot, or even Post-it notes, and then literally saying it out loud, and then actually sharing it with somebody. Puts a lot of accountability. We normally work under, I don't want to say pressure, but by doing that big move, I think it's a big move to be vulnerable like that. It helps us move in that direction that we deeply desire to move into, if we want that change. So that's the reason why we're doing all the out loud goals and then typing it. So thanks for your vulnerability, you guys. Okay. Come on, keep moving. Good shrugs, everybody. Good shrugs. See everybody using those legs. You can almost even think of it as a jump, right? As you start to rise, you're starting to stand up. And then as you feel that chest start to lift, start to kind of give a little bit of a jump. And that dumbbell will fly on top of that shoulder. All right, you guys, we have 5 minutes remaining in this segment. There we go. Remember, grab water when you guys need to grab some water. But then keep pushing through for the remainder of the 5 minutes. There we go. You know, Adair, when you were talking about transplanting your strawberries, made me think of 2 things. Is we have dead strawberries. Well, I guess they're not dead. Katie and the kids said they come back every year, but they look dead right now. The other part is I'm playing the game of growing my lawn. Like really putting some tender love and care onto that lawn, you know, going to the hardware store more than once a week, you know, putting some extra care into that whole thing. But it's actually kind of a fun thing. It's like, I'm going to go out and seed the lawn today, right? Fertilize it. And I'm going to turn the sprinklers back on. And yesterday I saw, or 2 days ago, it's like growing, like new grass is growing. It's blowing me away. It's blowing me away. Never happened.
I planted peas like over 3 weeks ago, and I thought they were just a dud batch because they never germinated. But yesterday, finally, something germinated.
Yes. Yeah. I totally get like why people get all about plants and everything, because like it starts to do something. You're like, holy cow, this is great. And I feel like we've been learning this all along. I remember doing like, you know, planting and growing stuff in school. There's just like a little piece of joy that starts to come out of you that it's so unique. All right, come on, keep pushing, everybody. Got a little over 3 minutes remaining. Okay, here we go. We have exactly, oh shoot, we have exactly 2 minutes. Come on, come on. Strong shrugs, strong hips, getting those dumbbells to your chest, to that front rack position, right? And then give a nice little pause overhead with those presses, right? Pause, make sure it's stable. You're sweating. There we go. Come on. Okay, here we go. One more minute. There we go. Okay, a little over 30 seconds. Come on, keep pushing, keep pushing. Come on. Especially when we get over to those up downs. Yep. Come on, 10 seconds. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, and stop. Good job. Way to get those last reps in, you guys. Okay, so let's write it down. How many rounds did you get plus your repetition? So let's take the time really quick. Let's go into the chat. Type in how many rounds did you get plus reps, all right? And the next little step is going to be go into sugar wad and put in, okay? So this is actually, we're gonna mark it down real quick. Lock yourself in. Perfect.
Totally forgot the overheads in that thing and then did them all at way off the routine.
I'll take full responsibility because I demoed only the clean. And then a couple people were doing the presses, like, thank God you guys are doing the presses.
I don't know what I was doing, man. It's my turn.
It happens. It happens. Good work, you guys. Good work. All right. Well, as you guys are finishing up, maybe grabbing some water, let's go ahead and go over our finisher. We're going to take 5 minutes. Okay. We're going to take 5 minutes and we're going to do a plank and then we're going to do sit-ups. Okay. So we're going to do a plank and we're going to do sit-ups. So something that we do pretty regular, but with the plank, you guys, we're going to be on your elbows and on your toes. Okay. Now, if we do need to drop our knees, then the knees is an option, but I prefer you guys to stay on your toes and even maybe keep your butt up just a little bit if needed. But we're going to hang out here for 3 minutes. Now, rest as you need, okay? You need to drop, by all means, drop, and I'll say 1 minute at a time. So, hey, we'll do the first minute, everybody, the second minute. So I'll let you guys know where we're at. From there, we'll go immediately right into max sit-ups, okay? So after we've done that for 3 minutes, we'll roll on our back and go right into max sit-up for 2 minutes, and then we're done. Done for the day. All right, you guys, let's get on the floor. We're gonna kick this off. All right, here we go. Make sure you guys got your spot in 3, 2, 1, begin. Okay. So as we are in this static position, right, where we're holding a movement, but we're not moving, right? It's easy to let our minds just kind of run wild. The way it feels, oh my gosh, what about this, what about that? So what I want to encourage you to do is really focus on breathing, right? So what does that mean? That simply means You're going to focus on the inhale, and you're going to focus on the exhale and controlling it, right? If it starts to kind of get elevated, you want to kind of slow it down just a little bit. Okay, we are at minute 1. All right. All right, we have about 15 seconds to the next minute segment, and that's going to be us into minute 2 of our 3-minute plank. Okay, we have about 15 seconds. We're going to hit that 3rd minute into that plank, and then from there, we'll immediately roll to our back. 3, 2, 1, and let's get on your back, and we'll go right into our sit-ups. There we go. There we go. Big reach and back, you guys. Coming all the way up. All right, you guys, we have 1 more minute. Dan, your back still tight? Yeah. What I've been doing, I can't remember if I shared this with you before, Dan, but I go to my chiro, who actually just stretches my back. I lay on my stomach. He's got this little table, and he literally just kind of stretches my back out. Yeah. I end up doing it every Monday or every week, because if I skip it, then it gets super tight, and then it's just super tight. All right, 20 seconds, everyone. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Good work, you guys. High five. Whew. Good work. Well, let's get it done, you guys. Our Monday photo, we came, we saw, we conquered. Now we're going to go hang out and do the same for the week. So remember, if you haven't written down your goals yet, someplace that you're going to be able to see all week, do it. It may sound silly, but just do it. So here we go. All right, you guys, let's get those guns a-blazing. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Good work. Nice job, you guys. We'll have a great week. If you guys need anything during the week or between next time we see each other on Wednesday, let me know.
Coach, do you have 5 minutes sometime today, maybe just to chat about that nutrition question I had for you?
Yeah, we can do it right now if you want.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great.
Have a great day, everyone.
Have a good day.
See ya.
Hey, Scott, what time are you guys at the gym until?
I'll be at the gym. No, I'll be at the gym until like 1 o'clock, and then we'll be back here at like 3:45, 4 o'clock.
Until like 6?
Yeah, until 6. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thanks. See you later.
All right. See
Good
ya.
day.
Yeah, my question was just about reintroducing food after fasting.
Okay.
If you had any tips.
Yeah, so I mean, I wouldn't, depending on what type of foods that you're talking about. So if they're, if somebody goes off a fast and they kind of, they're on their fast and they go right into like something high rich, I would lay off of that.
I guess it's more about like how to figure out the right quantity so I don't put the weight back on.
Yeah. So 2 things, right? So first of all, we need to like reassess, what's your weight at, right? And then at that point, we can then go ahead and figure out what your daily need is, because if you do drop weight, if you drop body fat, all of that's going to play into what your daily need is. And I think that is one thing where, making sure that we're tracking our food and stuff like that's going to be a really big deal. I'm trying to think so one thing that I would really encourage is, I can't remember if we've talked about macro stacks yet. Have we talked about macro stacks? Yeah, it's an app out there that's a paid app, but it's a really, really good app, because what it does is it really helps you focus on what's important, really meaning like your macronutrients. So like there will be calories involved in it, because at the end of the day, like there's a thing we call like the nutrition hierarchy. The base is it always has to be calories, right? So, but before that, we want it to be like, your macronutrients. So like your protein, carbohydrates, and fat, make sure those are balanced out. And that's what this app does. And so that would be a really cool thing, because you would just track it. And then if you wanted to, you can send me your stuff, as much as you want.
That's STA.
Yeah. So what I'll do is,
No, it's okay. I got it.
Yeah, macro stacks at STAZ. I'm sorry, X. STAX. Yeah. And it's a website, right? So you'll go there, you'll sign up for it. You can do month to month or whatever. I usually do a full year, just because it keeps me more engaged.
Yeah.
And it's cheaper. But yeah, and you just do that every single day. Let's see if I can.
Yeah, the nutrition side, I mean, like we're pretty good. It's mostly, my husband's the cook, and it's mostly asparagus and broccoli and salmon. You kind of can't go wrong.
Yeah.
But I think I'm finding that because my weight's gone up, and then I bring it back down, like the number of calories to maintain is like getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I'm still trying to do. So I did I guess about 8 days of the water, I guess probably about 400 calories a day.
Okay.
And so, like a good 10 pounds comes off.
Yeah.
But as soon as I start eating even regular quantities, it sticks.
Yeah. So I think that's the part where that's the head game that it plays. And so I would say that, Chris, you're getting into the ballpark of where body fat's going to probably be a little bit more important to start to pay attention to, where, hypothetically, I'm working with somebody who is 50 pounds overweight, right? So talking about weight loss is going to be really easy to have that conversation with them.
Yeah.
However, you get a little bit more dialed in, the weight's going to up and go, right? So I have girls that I'll train that go up like 15 pounds and they're like, what the crap? Well,
Yeah.
their body mass has increased, right? Their lean tissue has increased. And so, you have a gal who's rocking, 130 at, 20% body fat. And then you have a girl that's 130 rocking it at 30, 35%, right? Two different things, two different beasts that you're dealing with. So I would even say, even on a deeper level, I can't remember if we've talked about this before, is finding somebody in town. Like I have somebody that's in Maple Valley, so it'd be like a 45-minute drive for you, but who has an in-body machine where it can literally get your body fat and your fluid levels and all this other stuff to kind of see your healthy level, stats. But I think body fat would be a really good one to start paying attention for you, because I think the number going up and down it's gonna fluctuate, and as you get leaner, it's just gonna fluctuate, and so you're sometimes just have to accept that the more muscle you get, you're gonna probably weigh a little bit more. Did I lose you? Is that better? All right. Well, if you're watching this, thanks for watching this. And I hope that it was helpful what Chris and I talked about. And if there's any questions that you have, just let me know. All right. Have a good day.